Since we last talked about Celeste, new details have come out, some of them heartbreaking, some of them bizarre, and some of them so strange. You have to wonder if there is something bigger happening here behind the scenes. We have some updates in the ongoing and truly disturbing case of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And if you've been following along with us, you'll remember that Celeste is the 15-year-old girl whose remains were found earlier this month in the trunk of a Tesla registered to the rising music star known as David, D4vd, David, real name David Anthony Burke. Her story has already shocked the public, fueled endless online speculation, and raised a mountain of unanswered questions. New details have come out, some heartbreaking, bizarre, and one of the strangest developments doesn't come from police or court records, but from social media. Disturbing comments have resurfaced on Celeste's mother's Facebook page. So back in February 2024, when Celeste first went missing, a family member made a post trying to raise awareness of Celeste's disappearance. You'd expect supportive comments, people sharing, people offering help. But tucked into the comments was something chilling. A man left a public comment directly addressing Celeste's mom, Mercedes, and he asked her why she was ignoring his text messages. So already strange, it gets darker. He then claimed that Celeste had been found with a group of girls that had landed in an airport in Mexico. And according to him, that group of girls was there to be trafficked. Now, is this credible? Was this a man that was just some random internet troll inserting himself into a grieving family's tragedy, pretending that he had information? Or did he actually know something? We don't know. Because here's where it gets murkier. This man wasn't just some stranger. He was Facebook friends with Mercedes and other family members. And right under his comment, another woman chimed in and accused Celeste's mom of not caring, writing, quote, "The mother never cared." So again, was Mercedes friends with him because he claimed to have information when he really didn't? We don't know. Or could this have been a sign that there were deeper problems happening in Celeste's home life? Keep in mind, when Celeste went missing that February, she was not found in Mexico. She was found in the Hollywood Hills. So this man's claim doesn't match the apparent facts. But then again, why say something this specific? A trafficking ring? It almost sounds too pointed to be random. Another haunting piece of the timeline came out through TMZ, the last known video of Celeste alive before her disappearance. The 78-second clip was recorded on March 19th, 2024, just after 7 a.m. by a liquor store security system in Lake Elsinore, where she lived. In the video, you can see someone in white sweats and a black hoodie, confirmed by her sister to be Celeste, alternating between walking and jogging through a neighborhood. From one angle, she rounds a corner near a roadway. Another camera catches her walking past the store just before 7 a.m. And here's how we even got this footage. Celeste's sister actually went into the liquor store that day asking if there was any surveillance of her. The store owner, Eli Netoff, provided the footage to TMZ. He also said this wasn't Celeste's first time running away. In fact, Celeste had already fled her home 2 months earlier, only to be picked up by police in Hollywood and brought back. In the footage, she looks like a young girl on the move, restless, not sure where she's going, but determined to get away. And just months later, she would vanish for good. Fast forward to now, Celeste's body has finally been released by the medical examiner and returned to her family on Wednesday, September 24th. She had only been discovered a couple of weeks earlier on September 8th, the day after what would have been her 15th birthday. In other words, she didn't make it to 15. Her decomposed, dismembered remains were inside the front trunk of that Tesla, a Tesla that had been abandoned and eventually towed after complaints of a foul odor. It's hard to even imagine that a teenager hidden away like that while her family had allegedly been searching for her for more than a year. And yet, authorities still haven't released a cause of death. No homicide has even been declared. What's going on? No charges filed, but this discovery has derailed an entire world tour, sent shockwaves through the music industry, and left fans and online sleuths desperate for answers. So let's go back over the key details. The Tesla was registered to David Anthony Burke, the singer known as David. It was parked in the Hollywood Hills near a rental property where David had been staying. But David wasn't even in Los Angeles. He's been on tour. He's not home. The car was towed, and only then did tow yard employees discover Celeste's remains. Detectives with LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division have since seized electronics and computers from David's rental property. And let's be honest, a Tesla is its very own driving computer full of so much data, we don't even know what's going to be found on there. But so far, police have been tight-lipped. David's team insists he's cooperating and he has not been named a suspect. Still, the optics are terrible. His car, near his rental, his car, his rental, Celeste inside his car. Photos of him with Celeste floating around online. Fans are now scrubbing through old live streams and TikToks looking for any clues. We also know this was not the first time Celeste went missing. She was reported missing 3 times in 2024, and in at least one case, she was returned home, which was confirmed in that clip with her teacher that we showed you earlier, just to remind you.
How long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper.
Neighbors in Lake Elsinore told reporters they had seen Celeste around even after she was officially reported missing. Some said it seemed like she was repeatedly running away. Law enforcement sources, though, have even referred to her home life as troubled. That word can mean a lot of things, but when you connect it to the Facebook comments accusing her mom of not caring, it can paint a picture of instability. And we also simply do not know. We don't. We're speculating. We do not know. Her mother later admitted to TMZ that Celeste had been dating someone named David. Boom. And her brother Matthew confirmed that the family was aware of the relationship. Another recent revelation is that Celeste had multiple fake IDs, and they were convincing enough to let her pass as 18 or 19. Friends of David's in the LA party scene told TMZ they genuinely believed that she was his girlfriend. They thought she was a college student, maybe even at USC. Think about that. A 14-year-old convincing an entire group of adults that she was in her late teens. This wasn't a one-off. She was going to clubs, private events, and adult spaces regularly. So the question becomes, did David know her real age? Because if he did, that changes everything, and it's all I need to know personally about David. You knew Celeste's age and you were with her. All I need to know about David. And my biggest question, though, remains, why didn't police intervene if her family knew she was with a grown man? And she was just 13 and 14 years old, so young. As with any high-profile case, rumors are spreading faster than facts. A private investigator named Steve Fisher says he was told by family contacts that Celeste was alive as recently as July, just weeks before she was found in that front trunk. He floated one possible scenario, that she overdosed and someone panicked, possibly David or his manager, and put her body in the Tesla. To be clear, this is just a theory, like many other theories we've shared. Toxicology results are pending, and they could take 2 to 4 months. Fisher also claimed that David's manager, Josh Marshall, was warned in 2024 that Celeste was a missing teen. And if that's true, and that he was warned, David's manager, that would mean his team knew more than they were letting on. And that is just maddening. And then there's the viral misinformation. Disinformation, a widely shared post claiming infant remains were found near David's home and that Celeste was pregnant. That post alone, get this, reached 2.5 million views. But authorities have confirmed there is no evidence of this at all. Disinformation, those rumors are false. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. Meanwhile, the story around David's own living situation is shifting. The Sun spoke with a man they describe as an immediate neighbor of David's rental home. He said David and Celeste were quiet, that he never saw police at the house, and that there were no wild parties. He remembered seeing Celeste at the property regularly, describing her as always with David, always, and thinking they were just kids, like a couple aged 18 or 19. He even once asked David about his Tesla after it had been damaged, but noticed it wasn't ever repaired. And he said that anytime I tried to talk to them, they were not very engaging. They kept to themselves. I wonder why. And the story around David's own living situation is also shifting. Since Celeste remains were discovered, David has since moved out of that rental property. On Wednesday, September 24th, 2 masked men were seen on guard outside David's home as movers removed furniture and boxes from the property. One man wore an armored vest with a gold badge, while both concealed their identities with ski masks and sunglasses. Homeowner Mladen Trifanovic, forgive me, Mladen, for possibly not getting the pronunciation of your name right, but Mladen told the Daily Mail, quote, "They've decided to move out because of the ongoing circumstances. They didn't want to be there anymore."
Movers today spotted at the home that had been rented by the multi-platinum singer David more than 2 weeks ago. The body of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez was found in the trunk of a Tesla registered to David. The moving crew spent about 2 hours hauling away boxes and a red Tesla registered to David's manager. Investigators have not publicly linked David to the teen's death. Celeste's family says she had a boyfriend named David and several social media pictures linking them. The teen's body has been released to her family. Her memorial planned for October 4th. The medical examiner's office has not released a cause of death.
All of this adds another layer of strangeness to an already shocking case. Was Celeste trafficked or just a runaway who got trapped in a dangerous adult world? Did David know her age, or was he fooled like others by her fake IDs? I doubt that. Was her death the result of foul play, an overdose, or something else entirely? And maybe most troubling, why did no one step in sooner when she'd been reported missing 3 different times and had been rumored to be with a gentleman named David, who was certainly much older? As of today, Celeste's cause of death still remains unknown. We are still waiting. We are waiting for anything from police. Her story is still unfolding. And until we get answers, all we can do is keep pushing for the truth, because Celeste deserves that.